when I first talked to Osham about it, he had an idea he wanted Robert Redford to play Celliers. And it didn't work out because it was just too far. But Bowie he knew immediately who Osham was. When I arranged to meet him through into somebody's flat, or somebody's apartment in London, and he knew everything about Osham, as opposed to today, nobody knows anything about him, which is a shame, but not many people really. His films, Osham's films have sort of vanished, but Bowie was so aware of everything that happened in a sort of countercultural, artistic way, particularly counterculture. He knew everything, and therefore he knew all Osham's films and the previous films, especially sort of the celebrated Empire of the Senses and Ceremony. But then Bowie came, and then the artist Sakamoto came. It was sort of very organic. Then the two big rock stars, and then Kitano. Oshima wasn't really looking for actors necessarily. And then he asked, you bring the English actors. You bring. And I brought Jack Thompson, who I'd worked with before, to play, and the other actors. It was really a co-production of half the crew were Western and half the crew were Japanese, and there was a lot of culture clash in a nice way about sort of daily life, food, bathing, cleanliness, all the sort of things with people on a desert island. And we shot in a desert island in the South Pacific because actually we needed to find Java, but we found it with a tax deal in New Zealand. But it was in Rarotonga, which was this island in the Pacific, which had all the same. And we built that prisoner of war camp. I don't know who saw Merry Christmas, if many people have seen it here, but it was set in a prisoner of war camp, which we built in a valley in Rarotonga, which was a part of, you could only get in there by a lighter boat had there's no port and an airport. Somehow we filmed there, and it was very effective because we were very contained on location, and I really like making films on location because when you think about making a film in a studio setting or at home, you go home and you have to rent a washing machine, or you have to rent a cat's tray or something like that. If you're making a movie, you go home, get drunk, go home, talk about the movie, go to sleep, think about the film, wake up straight in the bus talking about the movie. So all the people working on the film get very engaged about making a film. So the filmmaking process, my favorite process is taking a group of happy players and technicians to a remote or a difficult place and hoping that something's going to come through the door when you're making the movie in terms of what is outside of the film, and that makes it stronger. So that's something which I sort of understood, and I've tried to do lots of times in films. The thing is, what does the producer do? It's hard to explain what he does, but no films get made without a producing figure. And then I like to, if I can, throw as much as what I want into the film as well without forcing it down the director's throat. I'm trying to softly collaborate with everybody I work with in a way so that I can make interesting films full of things. I like movie stars in films. It's not. Some people don't like to work with movie stars. I believe in movie stars. I want to, even in small films, I want to put a big movie star in it because I can't get the film. Nobody's even interested in seeing the film. Otherwise, you've got to be very lucky. And I want people to see the films.